Whether this is your first job or you have been working for quite a while now, this video is going to give you 5 practical tips that you can implement in your life and career right now to excel and be at the top of your game. I'm going to discuss with you how you can manage your manager to get that bonus and get that raise. I'm going to discuss how to negotiate a better salary, how to manage your co-workers, and how to be the star of the team. We are going to discuss all of this and more in this video. Hi, my name is Umama and I make videos on self-help and self-growth every single week, so make sure you tune in. You can also support my channel if you like my videos in the link down below. So the first tip that I want to discuss with you is managing the manager. Nobody talks about it, but your job is 90% managing your manager, and this is going to ensure that you get that raise, you get that bonus, and you get that promotion. So how are you going to do it? Baby girl, you need to understand that career is a game of optics. If they see you around, they feel that there is a direct correlation between your presence and the output that you're producing. I completely believe that you can get your work done in 4 hours, but if they see you and this is how they see it, you need to be there and you need to be present. I think it also ties down very well with trust, because when they see this person showing up every day consistently from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. or whatever your working hours are, when they see that you are showing up, this builds the trust with the manager. And once you have done it in the initial time, or they feel that you want to improve your productivity and you're implementing it in your life right now, they're going to see, oh my god, this person is serious. And over time, it is going to build that trust, and your manager is going to rely more on you, which in turn translates into a better appraisal and better opportunities and better career progression. How do you build the trust with your manager? I want to share with you the trust equation, and you need to implement it. So the trust equation goes credibility plus reliability plus intimacy divided by self-orientation. So there is a direct correlation with CRI and an inverse correlation with self-orientation, and now I'm going to explain what each of these are. Credibility is how well does the manager think that you can get that task done? How much confidence does the manager have in your abilities? The second thing is reliability. Okay, you might have those skills, but are you able to deliver and produce that output and be available time and time again? So you need to be reliable. And the third thing is intimacy. So how well does your manager know you? Do you go on after work drinks? Do you go to networking events? Are you close with the manager? Because studies show that if they trust you and if they know you better, they're more likely to recommend you in the next performance review. So keep in mind credibility, reliability, intimacy. These are the things you need to double down on if you're looking for that promotion or if you're looking to slay that first job. Divided by, so now we talk about the second factor, which is self-orientation, which you need to decrease. So self-orientation is basically how much do you talk about me. Like, are you more interested in getting, I understand each of us, like Adam Smith's theory, all of us are working for self-interest. I completely get that, but you don't always have to talk about it. You can keep it in your mind, but when you're with your manager, keep his goals, keep his priorities at the top of your list and at the top of your tongue, because this builds a lot of trust. So you need to decrease your self-orientation or me. No, it's about manager. You're just talking about the company, you're talking about how to better support your manager, and this is going to take you places, and this will help you build trust, which in turn will help you manage your manager in the best way. The second thing is understanding there is no work-life balance. Like, when you say work-life balance, do you mean that you are not living your life when you are at work? Baby girl, let's just accept that the work is going to consume a huge part of your life. And consider it a part of your life as well. There is no separation. I used to think, oh my god, these are work people, these are work colleagues, and I'm not going to go out, I'm not going to stay after work. No, if you want to progress in your career, be there for the lunch breaks, be there for the tea parties, be there for the after work drinks. Of course, you don't have to drink, you can just get up a glass of water, you can get an orange juice or a Diet Coke, but by all means, and no matter what happens, make sure you attend these events, because this is the part where people are building intimacy. And if you are going to cut yourself out of the equation, people are not going to trust you. And baby girl, trust me, they're going to replace you in 5 seconds, and they will happily throw you under the bus if you don't know them personally. So you need to know people, you need to understand them, and they need to understand you. They need to think that you are one of them. And I don't mean in any way that you need to compromise your values, but you need to make them feel like you are not an outsider. And you do that by maintaining this social connection. You maintain it by networking. You do it by showing up on these different social occasions. The third tip is confidence. Talk like you know what you're talking about. Talk and own the room. Even if you do not have anything smart to say, make sure you just ask a smart question. Make your presence known. Make your voice count, so that when you are not there, people feel, oh my god, okay, where is she? Where is Umama? Where is that girl? I need to talk to her. I need to listen to her because she has the best brilliant ideas. Come up with bright and brilliant ideas. Show up, show your presence, raise your voice, and be there, because if you're going to get lost in the shadows, you're going to get lost in the shadows, and nobody is going to come and pick you up. Nobody is going to care if you get that promotion or if you get that raise. So make sure you raise your voice. You speak up, you speak loud, you speak with confidence. So make sure that you take yourself seriously, and everyone else is going to take you seriously as well. The fourth thing is knowing the art of small talk. It is very easy. I know you want to talk about life purpose, religion, and whatnot, but you need to master the art of small talk. You need to know how to talk about your weekend without revealing too much about your personal life or your challenges. Make sure that you never reveal too much about your life, because it is going to come back and bite you in the butt. And trust me, you do not want that. You reveal all the surface level things. You talk about the weather, you talk about, oh, I went to the museum, ooh, I'm going for a run, ooh, I really like this gym, ooh, I went to this restaurant. But deep life level stuff, babe, keep it for your best friend or your therapist. Your work colleagues or your work friends or your manager does not need to know what problems you are going through. They are only going to be a rock in your way if they know about your issues. Babe, just don't. Zip your mouth, zip it tight, and don't talk about the deep stuff. Like, nobody needs to know, oh, I'm supporting Palestine, ooh, I'm supporting this. Nobody cares. No. Keep it shut. Like, just shut your mouth. Nobody needs to know, because it is going to, they cannot even do anything about the causes that you are interested in. But for sure, in the next performance review, their internal bias will force them to vote against you. So make sure you keep your mouth shut, you keep your religious beliefs inside you, you keep your political beliefs to yourself, because you never know what might happen. The fifth and the final and the most important thing is knowing the office politics. Not every person who is speaking to you nicely actually has their best interests in their mind. There are plenty of snakes out there who are going to throw you under the bus, who are going to bite you, who are going to backbite about you. Always remember, if they're gossiping with you, they are definitely gossiping about you. So don't think of them as friends. Just stay quiet. Like, speak their talk, like talk their talk, but at the same time, just listen very closely. Listen to the dynamics, who wants who wants what. And once you start to tone down your self-orientation, like we were talking about in the trust equation, you start to understand, okay, this person has this motive, this person has this challenge. How can I help them overcome this challenge? How can I help support them? You need to read between the lines, because people will never say, oh, I fucking hate you. But they will show you with a smile. And I really recommend that you read this book, which is Snakes in Suits, because it is really going to help you in the corporate career. I've been a consultant for over 2 years now, and I work with a new client, with a new team, almost 6 weeks. So trust me, I know what I'm talking about. This is all from the top 5 things that I wish I knew in my first job. If you think that there are more topics that I need to cover, make sure you comment down below and let me know. Here is a quick summary of all the things that I covered in this video, and I'll see you next time, inshallah. Ciao ciao!